Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 16th of August 2023. So volatility is going to be picking up. Banks, big tech, Bitcoin, black gold breakdown on Beijing BAFS builders, belief busts. There's a problem in China, folks. Stocks sold despite exuberant retail sales. China weighs heavy on the market. Let's just see what's going on in Chinese activity data. Public Bank of China cuts rates. Chinese state banks reportedly intervene. So that's going to be interesting to see how that one pans out. With China's economy on the verge of collapse, People's Bank of China, central banker calls for helicopter money. Tsai said direct stimulus of 4 trillion yuan paid directly to Chinese households is an option to spur a recovery in consumer spending that has been slowed by weak wage growth and during the pandemic. Wow, that's a lot of money. But then they printed 4 trillion during the US pandemic as well. But I won't go into that now. Let's have a look at this as well. Silver price inexcusably low. Said that for years, given the market's dynamics. There is a shortage of silver, and yet the price is 60% lower. Any other market now, this would be, well, the price of silver would be $300 plus per ounce. But this manipulation to keep the price low continues, I'm afraid. So, this is absolutely right. There is a shortage, and it's also inexcusably low, but we know that, don't we? Economic news today, CPI from the UK. This will be an interesting one, forecasting nearly a full percent drop there. Well, actually, it's more than a full percent drop, 7.9 down to 6.7. So, that's going to be interesting. 1.2 decline, isn't it, if I'm reading that correctly? We got builders permits from the US out also at 1:32:15, industrial production and FOMC meeting minutes later this evening as well, to add to the China effect. So it'll just be interesting to see if the China news narrative gathers some sort of momentum. Meanwhile, in dollar land, you can see that 200 MA is causing a bit of a problem for this market. And but if the Chinese situation starts to unravel, then you're going to see the dollar spike. It'll be a flight to quality because obviously of the wealth and power of the Chinese causing problems in the markets. And greater volatility, then there will be a flight to the dollar, which will put pressure on the metals. Okay, let's move on, have a look at the Dow, see what it did during yesterday and what it's doing overnight. So yesterday we broke the support, 35.029 has been taken out. Will the market be able to move back to the upside today? We'll just have to wait and see, but it's interesting now that this has been broken. The next downside target is going to be the 50 EMA there. And also, let's just draw in a few fibs from here to here, and you will see that we've got the market 62 tying in with that 50 EMA. 30-minute chart, we saw weakness yesterday morning in the markets following what was released yesterday. UK unemployment numbers showing a rise. We had a bit of a bounce when the Dow opened, and then the rest we see the market moving lower. Down to the S3. The S3 is an area where the market finds support. And into the German DAX. This too, we can see, is still stuck in a sideways range, and the market breaking through this. It's 78% retracement there. Let me just remove that for a second. I just want to draw in the actual price there. There you go. So it's 15,705. Market just holding there at the moment. We've got 89 here in the 200 MA on the downside. 30-minute chart, we fell out of bed to begin with, down to the 15,700 level. We had a bit of a bounce and then sideways and then down once more. The market sitting at yesterday's low. It's crucial the market holds at this level if it is to move higher. If not, we're going to continue down in the daily chart, as we say, down to 89 and the 200 MA there. In the S&P 500, you can see that we're starting to make lower lows each day at the moment. We're down to 78% retracement, and we've taken out the 5 MA and the 50 EMA. So the market struggling at this level. 30-minute chart, again, you can see the decline yesterday after the UK numbers. Market sitting on the low for most of the session and then broke down just at 9 p.m. But the prices at the moment are sideways with the close, holding support as well there with the low. UK FTSE breaking down also, broke down sharply, taking the 62 out. We've got the 78 on the downside now in the 89. We've got to take out yesterday's low, which looks like we're already trading at. We're just finding support there at the moment. This low is critical. We take this out, we then move down to the 78 and 89. So it's important that the market holds at the lows, and they're trying to do that at the moment. Of course, the UK has the added advantage if those CPI numbers come out at 6.7. Then we can expect the market to find a bit of a boost and move to the upside from 7 a.m. And in the metals market, silver trading down, still in that area of $22. A bit higher than that. Let me just draw a line across. This seems to be the support at the moment. 26.5. Market trying to get back above the 89. We'll have to see what happens with regards to China and the effects on the US dollar, whether this actually is going to be positive for the metals or they're going to have a serious shakeout. We'll just have to wait and see. There's yesterday's response. And you can see the market moving up there. That was also in response to the retail sales being more positive from the US. And the market at the moment just above the close in the DP there as well. In the metals, the gold market is trading at, let's just get this floor price that we've got at the moment, 1892.83, and the market not too far off that, but finding a bit of support yesterday and a bit of a spike in the volume, and also oversold as well. 30-minute charts, again you can see the reaction to the US retail sales. Market back down overnight to the 1900. Let me just check that price. Yes, it is at $1,900 per ounce. Obviously this is going to try and become a bit of a floor there across this area. Market above the DP. Let's see if it holds with the news from the UK at 7 a.m. And finally, in the gold-silver ratio, we're holding sideways at the moment. Not a lot of difference between this for the last 6 trading days. So again, we'll just see what happens when we get the news. CPI news from the UK, but more importantly, more of the global situation with regards to China as this starts to unfold. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's have a look at those CPI numbers at 7 a.m, not 8:30, 7 a.m, and the market's reaction to them throughout the day. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.